Welcome back to the Basement Bird Show. Logan and Reid, just us two today after a series of guests.
Do we have two guests in a row?
I don't know. Well, we had Tyler. I don't think we had a guest in between your dad and Tyler. So, yeah, look at that.
I don't think we had an episode between my dad and
that's
Tyler.
what I'm saying. So we had 104 was with Tyler, 105 was with Reid's dad, and number 106 is just back to the basics here with Logan and Reid.
Yeah.
How are we doing after a very eventful, I'm sure, trip with your parents trip of your parents into your house?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Well, not quite into my house, yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. They enjoyed their time. We went down to Cooperstown on Monday to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, so that was cool.
Yeah.
That's always a fun time. It was a lot different than I think we talked about how I went in summer for induction
and
weekend.
It
was packed, obviously. But going in March, I think, is a secret because I think we saw maybe 10 other people there like the whole time. It was
wow.
Dead. I mean, Cooperstown is a small town in general. You know, I think it's the Wikipedia population listed at around like 1,800 or something. You know, so very, 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 small town. And, they host one big weekend a year, and then it goes back to the small town, and that's exactly what it was. But that was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun to see everything. And, my parents hadn't been to the Hall of Fame since we went as a family when I was, probably in elementary school. So that was cool. That was a good time.
Yeah, and you just dropped a little nugget on me last week when your dad was here, and you just said, "Oh yeah," or no, this was was this I think it was last week when you're like, "Oh yeah," and Lyndon's coming and he's singing the anthem on Friday. I said, "Wait, what did you just say?"
Yeah.
And so your brother, Lyndon, guest of the podcast, friend of the podcast,
most common guest of the podcast, I think now too.
Most common guest, only other person in your family that I've actually met in real life.
Yeah.
That Lyndon.
Didn't think about that.
NYC. He sang the anthem, as in the national anthem, as in, "Oh, say, can you see?" Just like that.
A little bit better than that, I will say, but nothing against you.
He sang that at a game, at a professional minor league hockey game.
Yes, he did. That he did.
Whoa. That is crazy.
The rumors are true. The rumors are true. Yeah,
it was never a rumor. There was no rumors. That was it was never a rumor. But
never a rumor.
What's up with that? That was like, I feel like that's a big deal. That is the. I mean, I knew that your brother liked to sing and was in the choir. But I feel like as a choir singer, that's pretty near the top of tasks, right? I would think. I don't know. I guess I clearly don't sing. So
he has sung in some cool venues. He sung at Carnegie Hall before, which is probably what he would tell you would be his coolest one. But yeah, singing the anthem, the first time, or it wasn't his first time. He did it at his his college graduation as well.
Really?
But that was the last time that he did it, and that was, what year did he
Whoa.
graduate? He graduated 2018, so that was 8 years ago now, because he's getting old. He's turning 30 this year. He'll love that I mentioned that. But so that was the last time he sang the anthem.
He's only 2 years older than me then, because I'm 27.
He was born in 96?
I was born in 98,
Yeah,
so,
we're like 3.5 years apart, depending on what part of the year. Currently, we're in the 3-year window.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn 30 in a couple weeks, and then we'll be back in the 4-year window. But he hadn't sung the anthem in a bit, but it was exciting. I think a lot of people that sing will tell you that the national anthem is a very difficult song to sing. It's not written to be the most easiest, which I think is why you get a lot of botchings of it, honestly. You need a large vocal range for it. There's lows, there's highs, especially when in hockey, when we have Canadian teams come in, we get to hear both that and O Canada, and you can definitely hear the musical differences between the two. With
And
Canada
you weren't
being
playing
much,
a Canadian team, huh? You were just
we were
playing.
not. Nope. We played. Who did we play? Providence.
Providence.
Yeah, but yeah, he did really good. Got some great feedback from everyone. Everyone really liked him. Everyone liked his singing. My parents said that he came back to the section, and like people were like high fiving him and fist bumping him up on the way up to his seat. And they're like, "Wow,
He's
great
famous.
job!" It's yeah,
He's
he
famous.
was essentially. Yeah, and he was like being like recognized throughout the game. You're like, "Hey, you're the guy that sang the anthem," you know. So that was really funny.
Good to add to the resume, though, I would think.
Yeah.
Because that can then that's some fuel you can use to then go sing at, I don't know, Madison Square Garden next.
There you
That's gonna
go.
that's the next goal, right?
There you go.
I would think.
Yeah, and
Should have had him on to talk about this, but that's okay.
and despite
about
him living 4.5 hours away from where I live by train, he was still invited back if he's ever in town and we need an anthem singer. He was more than welcome back.
Oh.
So
Well.
he left a good enough impression to get a invite back, which was good. So that was a lot of fun. That was cool to see.
Did he wear IEMs? Because I always love when the anthem singer wears IEMs.
No, we do not give them IEMs. Nope. No, but he did do a sound check though the day of to get a feel for the reverb and everything.
That's good.
In the building, because it's a little bit different, especially too where in a hockey rink where we laid out a carpet that probably got him about 10 feet out onto the ice, but you still have he was in a corner, so you have the glass going on either sides. And our building's a little bit smaller. There's a lot of echoes in it. It's a building that if you don't quite need to yell to hear someone on the other side. You can just talk a little bit louder. It doesn't need to be a full yell. So it's a smaller building. Sound traveled differently. Had to get a feel for it. And he said that there definitely was a little bit of a funky. I don't know if delay is the right word, but a funky, kind of reverb that you had to deal with too, even just when talking through the microphone. So he was glad he did that, and sounded very good. Got a lot of good reactions. So that was great.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's good. That I don't know. I guess it's neither good nor bad that he didn't wear IEMs. But I know, like Jim Cornelison, the guy who sings the anthem for the Blackhawks, is a trained opera singer, and so he just that's probably a little bit of a different world than what Lennon is used to. In terms of like singing. I mean, I guess maybe not singing by himself, because I'm sure he's sung solos and that kind of thing. But like, it's just a different vibe, or a different all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have. Yep. Go ahead.
I don't know. I would need to ask him about this, but I feel like he'd probably tell you that it's definitely the largest crowd he's ever sung solo in front of before, and probably one of the more larger crowds that he's sang in front of in general.
Yeah, can we get him on? I want to talk to him about this, because I have all sorts of questions.
I can ask him if he can get on next week.
Not right now, but next week we can maybe talk a little bit more about this, because
there you go.
I'm always just curious to see, like, because not that I don't sing, right, but I go out and do my little thing in front of people, not as many people obviously, but like there's always some sort of nerves, right? So I'm always just interested how different people deal with that sort of aspect to it. Even like I was watching something like Jimmy Fallon. Every time when he's standing behind the curtain, he's hosted the Tonight Show for 10 years, but it's still like gets nervous before the curtain comes out or opens up. And so just like how to feel with that feeling, right? Because that's the feeling that most people can't get over, and that's why they don't like public speaking or being in front of a crowd or singing or whatever. And so that's just something that I is one of my little eccentricities that I like to hear about, just because it's always good. Thank you. It's always good to know like how other people, because other people feel the same way. And it's like, it definitely once you get out there, I'm sure, and get going. Like it's the build up in your head, because you can do it, right? I mean, he's sung the anthem probably how many times, and it's not the fact, like, he knows what he's doing, but it's just like all that build up, and then all of a sudden you're going, and then it's like all of that just immediately goes out the window, and you're just doing your thing,
I would say you just kind of hit autopilot. You just got to get started. Yeah, exactly.
So I'd be curious to talk to him about that.
We can get him on. That would be fun.
But yeah, no, that's really really cool that he got to do that.
Yes, that was really neat.
I didn't have as eventful of a week as you did per se, but
Okay.
I did. And I did have a little.
What do you got?
interesting thing that happened. So I also am part of another podcast that I do with a coworker.
Yeah, you betray me.
No, that coworker and I. It's called the Vinyl Curriculum, and we talk about it's a music-based podcast.
Relax. This isn't an advertisement. This is
not an
podcast.
advertisement. No, but I need to give some background, right? Because it's a music podcast. We talk about music. I'm not really into music, but he really is, but I am into musicals, right?
You
And
aren't into
he is also
music.
into musicals. Well, I mean, like he's like a music, like a
I
music
gotcha.
file, like
Yeah.
likes to listen to B-sides and all that baloney ham and cheese
You're
sandwich.
I'm
more of a like top 40 like hits kind of guy.
Yeah. Top 40? Oh, Logan. Oh, you can do better than top 40.
But anyway, so we went to go see a play or musical rather called Dear Evan Hansen, which is a rather heavy topic matter. I don't know if you're familiar with the show at all, but
Oh, it's a show?
it's a musical. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant like a TV show as well. Okay.
No. It's a musical, and it's basically
It's a
all about
film, too.
suicide. It is a film, but the film is not as good.
Okay. Have you seen the film?
Yeah, I have seen the film. I saw the
Gotcha.
film before I saw the musical, and the musical is definitely live action is much better. But it's very heavy. The whole time is dealing with this really kind of sensitive topic, and so it's a very different emotional roller coaster kind of thing with very powerful songs and this kind of stuff, and a little bit of comedy, but it's different, and it's a very impressive. Visually the visual effects are very impressive. They've got all sorts of screens that are going up and down. There's scrim that comes in, and projections are put on the scrim with
What's scrim?
The scrim is it's like a curtain that comes down, but it's translucent, so you can kind of see through it.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
okay.
yeah,
I know there was a word for that.
that's like a theater term. But anyway, we were. So this was at a
Theater
smaller
term.
theater, right? It's not in Chicago, but it's in Aurora. It's called the Paramount. A very nice theater.
Okay.
Still considered to be a professional theater. The person who starred was actually from Kentucky, who just came up here to audition to be in the play. So that is their full-time job. It's not like a local, community theater kind of thing. So, and like I said, it's very impressive. A lot of effects. They actually built a platform across the whole stage, and so the sets kind of just moved in and out by themselves. Like you didn't see any wheels or anything. There was like a
that's
track
cool.
system that was built into this platform, so you didn't see anything. They just kind of glided in over top of everything.
Okay.
But it was during the second act of the show where we were watching, and all of a sudden, like one of the sets, like came on to the stage, and then all of a sudden started like flying off the stage, like going way like back off stage, and then also like you very saw like it became very obvious very quickly that something wrong was something wrong happened.
Yeah.
Because like one of the lamps almost fell over. It kind of like
gosh.
it like kind of wiggled a little bit.
Someone held the move button down a little too long?
Well, it looked like there was like it like jerked, so I don't know if something
okay.
bad happened or there was a bad cue because a lot
Bad
of theaters
cue.
use like QLab. Have you ever used QLab?
Nope.
It's the software is it's like you can play like audio cues and do various things.
I see. Okay.
It's what a lot of theaters and like local smaller scale theaters use.
Got it. I think I follow.
For audio effects and that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
they were watching, and all of a sudden, the voice of God comes on over the loud, like in the middle of the show. Voice of God comes on and says, "All actors, please leave the stage immediately." And we're
What?
like, "Whoa, okay,
Oh gosh. Okay.
what's going on?" And so then the lights come on, and it's just like in the middle of the show, and we're all like, "What is happening?" And they're like, "There appears to be a technical problem. We will work to resolve this as soon as possible."
And you're like, yeah,
But-
I'd say so.
Yeah. Please stay with us, and we apologize for the delay. And so this is like they're just like in the middle of a very powerful scene. You know, the kind of whole the story was kind of the main character essentially just gets exposed for whatever. I'm not going to reveal too much of the plot in case people would like to see the show.
Good call.
But
Good
the
call.
main character gets exposed at a certain point in the second act.
Okay.
And he's going to deal with the repercussions of this exposure. You know, right in this next scene, and then it just stops. You
That's
know,
annoying.
it stops, and we're like, okay,
What
well,
now?
yeah, what now? So we had to wait for about 15 minutes for
Okay.
them to figure this out, and we
Wow.
started talking to the people that were next to us, and I forget what show they said they were at. It might have been the Phantom of the Opera. Or another, I can't remember what show it was, but some of the shows, especially those that don't have a pit and a live orchestra, like this show had a live, you know, someone conducting, and they have her on at TVs, like on the balcony, so the people
Okay.
on stage can see her conducting, which is really
Oh,
really interesting.
Okay. That's very neat. Yeah.
You know, so we yeah, the shows that don't have a live orchestra are playing to a track, obviously.
Yeah.
And so if they experience something like that, they have to restart the entire show. So, because
gosh.
everything is timed out, right?
Yeah.
It
Oh,
all
boy.
runs on time. And so they would have to restart. And I would think
Oh gosh.
they were saying restart the whole show, but at this point they were in the second act, like after intermission.
Yeah.
And so I would think that you could restart at intermission, but could you imagine you're like 3/4 of the way through a show and they come out and they're like, oh, we have a technical problem. We have to start the
Yeah.
show over.
Oh gosh. That would
You
be
know?
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
very,
disastrous.
very, very strange
Yeah.
turn of events at the musical theater for us over the weekend. But
Theater.
really, the theater. How do you spell theater, by the way?
TheaTre.
See, there's also Theater. Hello.
I have to get more powdered sugar.
Oh, well, say hi to Reid.
Hi, Nicole.
I didn't know this was just I come down and interrupt the podcast time all the time. Well, with that, I think we just go to odd news since Nicole
Oh my
just.
gosh, Nicole.
so
What does she need to give
rudely-
you? The grocery list or what?
No, she needs to get powdered sugar. for her
Powdered
cookies.
sugar.
Yeah,
What?
she's making cookies. She has a what is it? A
my
wedding
gosh.
shower that she's making cookies for? A bridal shower she's
Bridal
making cookies
shower.
for.
Wow.
Bye, Reid.
Hi,
Yeah.
Nicole. Bye, Nicole.
We've been actually
Lord.
printing 3D printing a lot of her cookie cutters lately.
Nice.
So that the 3D printer has worked out very nicely for that.
You guys
Thank
been
you.
working overtime?
Well, got me working overtime for no money, but yeah.
Got you working overtime for no money. Oh gosh. Jeez.
Yeah.
Someone's got to
Anyway.
do it, right?
I suppose. I don't vape, right? I don't smoke. My lungs are all jacked up. We've established this on the show before.
Yeah.
No, inhalants of any kind,
Yeah.
other than inhaled antibiotics, which I have been on many times. Vaping obviously has become bigger and bigger of a phenomenon with today's youth.
Yeah, the
we can
kids.
say Lyndon and I can say that since we're almost 30.
You are not almost 30. You're 28.
I'm mid-20s, but
Mid-20s.
mid-20s. Apparently, wildlife experts are warning of the dangers of discarded nicotine products and what these products can pose after a squirrel was caught on camera vaping in a London park.
What
Now, I know
the
what you
heck?
think. A squirrel, how is a squirrel vaping? So there is a video that was provided by the Telegraph show, appears to, or provided to the Telegraph, I believe that's a news
It's a publication, yeah.
website in London.
Attaboy.
But it appears to show a gray squirrel that appears to nibble on the mouth of a discarded vape atop a wooden fence at a park in Brixton. There's a couple other photos and videos posted to various social media sites that have captured other incidents of squirrels handling, chewing, or even buying discarded vape devices. What does buying mean? I'm burying, maybe? This typo. High quality UPI source here. But I don't know. I'm not a vape guy. You're not a vape guy either, right? No.
Heck no.
So I don't really understand the the draw
appeal?
to it. Draw like you're drawing on a cigarette.
Oh my
gosh. This impossibly one of the best names that we've ever had on the show, Craig Shuttleworth. I love that a lot. He's with maybe, again, a better job, a red squirrel expert at Bangor University.
That's a thing?
Said, what?
That's
Apparently,
a thing?
Bangor University, and he's a red squirrel expert. So he said that the flavored liquid is likely what captured the squirrel's attention. It would be reasonable to assume that a
Captures the
vape
people
would be
attention,
more
too.
attractive than a normal tobacco product that's not fruity. This is what he told the Telegraph. You don't want animals ingesting nicotine. They don't encounter nicotine in the wild, so like many chemicals, it's something you don't want to expose them to. He said nicotine isn't
clearly.
the only dangerous part of the vape, obviously. Eating the vape isn't part of their natural diet. Thank you, Craig Shuttleworth, for that piece, that nugget of information there. Oh, my gosh. The
This may surprise you, but squirrels normally don't have vapes in their diet.
Yeah, the components aren't something they encounter in nature. They could gnaw at it and consume some of the microplastics. The RSPCA, which previously issued a warning against the dangers of discarded vapes back in 2023, said that the latest video should serve as a reminder to properly dispose of litter. So,
Yes.
needless to say, if you do vape, number one, you should stop because it's not good for you. But number two, don't
feed
chuck
the
your
squirrels.
vape out the window. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Save
too.
the squirrels.
Save the squirrels.
litter.
Don't feed the squirrels. Good Lord. Gosh, people are crazy.
People
Well,
are jacked up.
Speaking of jacked up people, my story
God.
takes us to California. A guy was pulled over in Los Angeles County when they were seen driving in the carpool lane with an empty jacket as their passenger.
Wow.
The highway patrol said on social media that there was an officer on I-10 spotted a vehicle in the carpool lane with a suspiciously insubstantial passenger. The passenger was just a jacket wrapped around the front seat with a seatbelt fastened across to resemble a person. The post said, "Nice try, but jackets don't count towards carpool lane requirements." Of course, you have to meet the occupancy requirements, and they said fictitious friends and mannequin co-pilots won't cut it. And, this guy did not. It's semi-convincing, besides the fact that there is no face, which is a little tough.
Do you think because this looks good. Like,
Yeah.
he's kind of got it in a way where he's leaning almost against like the window, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
with
saying
his-
it's
at almost a
believable, but
45.
it's not fully fake looking, you know?
But if this is like whizzing by you at 80 miles an hour, you're not
well,
going
this
to
is-
question.
This is LA traffic, though,
This is true. This is true.
you know?
But it's
It's
the
LA
carpool
traffic.
lane, so he was probably moving a little bit faster than normal.
Yeah, he's going 20 instead of 30, you know? He's moving.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
it is very impressive. This is CHP Baldwin Park, California
Yep.
Highway Patrol.
Yep.
Great social media account here, by the way. What were you like in the 90s? Come on. I love
Oh, my
that.
gosh.
They just
Jeez.
posted a car crash with some dude laying on the ground getting medical attention. That's not terrible at all.
Good Lord.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't try to sneak through the carpool lane. I don't have carpool lanes near me. I don't know if you do.
I do not.
So I don't need to worry about it. But if you do, don't do it.
No. Don't
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not good. It's
That's
not
all you need
good.
to know. Don't do it.
Yeah. Well. Oh, what the heck? They posted a picture of Spider-Man getting arrested.
Oh, no. What do you do?
Spider-Man is known for great. Don't let your Halloween costume turned into a mug shot. Oh, this is drunk driving.
Oh, okay, got it.
Wow.
Another thing you shouldn't
Drive
do.
sober or get pulled over.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive either.
No, kids don't. This is PSA for children, adults, and
old people.
middle-aged men named Jerry. Don't drink and drive, okay? It's not good for you.
Middle-aged men named Jerry.
Yeah. Or
Whatever
Steve,
that may mean.
our guest on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
He,
Or
yeah.
Steve.
Well, hey, another fantastic episode number 106 for the Basement Birds. You can catch all of our other episodes on Instagram, not on Instagram, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Full episodes available there. Video version coming to Apple Podcasts. I haven't heard any updates on that, but I will be
You
sure
just keep
to
saying it's coming. We don't know when it's actually
keep
coming.
you
though.
updated. Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually.
It'll be there eventually.
Yeah.
So be
My
on the
favorite
lookout
time.
for that. But we have also social media platforms. We had a couple clips posted the other week, but hopefully now that my schedule is starting to slow down, we'll see some more on the social media platforms.
Yeah.
Reid will tell you about those right now.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, YouTube as well as where the clips get posted.
Yeah. I don't know. Do
So-
we consider YouTube social media?
It's the most popular social media platform, yes. The most
YouTube?
used, I should say. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up.
I don't know if I count YouTube as social media.
It is. The shorts make it a social media platform.
Most popular social media. It has to be Facebook. YouTube
Well-
is the top video-focused platform.
Okay. But it's second, though, in terms of all users.
Are you on
social media
Wikipedia?
platforms? No. I'm just looking at one of the graphics that came up here.
Okay.
A couple of the graphics, actually. Yeah, YouTube is second. Maybe Facebook's overtaken them then.
Huh. More you know.
Yeah.
The more you
All
know.
right. Well, thank you for another great episode, and we will catch you all on the next one.
See ya.